Has Cold War, or should I say Black Ops Cold War, has it become a flop? Now, I made a video not too long ago about this, as I wasn't really too sure whether Cold War would actually be a good game or not, and there was one main reason why I said I think it will flop, and that was skill-based matchmaking, because it was brought into the game pretty early, and by that I mean it was brought into the alpha. I didn't really get to play the beta, more so because I really wasn't interested in playing it, but now that I've played the full game, I'm ready to give my full verdict, really. Now, before I do give my full verdict on whether you should or shouldn't buy the game, I just want to wish everybody that watches this a happy new year, because I know 2020 wasn't really the best of years for most people, you know, Corona, and obviously a lot of other things that have happened this year, or last year should I say. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good new year, and yeah, let's get into the video. First of all, I want to say this game, I'm looking at gameplay to my side as well as I am recording this, but the gameplay, it looks fun, you know, it plays fun, it seems fun, the gameplay, it's smooth, and like I said before, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my old video, the guns feel good. And that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for the guns to all be usable. Now granted, you do have to level them up to get good attachments, and it takes a while to level them up, so I'm hoping they do fix that. But other than that, I think the guns feel great. Some need a nerf, some might need a buff, but overall the gunplay, it feels great. The maps on the game, you know what, I have to say these maps are, personally I prefer these maps over Modern Warfare's maps, just because I just feel like they play better. I don't know what it is about Treyarch maps, but they just seem to play better. They've also brought back some fan favourites, you know, they brought back Raid, and they've done the usual where they keep bringing back Nuketown, which to me it's not really too much of a problem, because I'm currently going for the Dark Matter grind, because this year it's not as strenuous as the fucking Modern Warfare, you know. I personally, Modern Warfare's one just took the piss in my opinion, because they just had you getting an absurd amount of kills. I think it was 500 kills at least for the AR, which in my opinion is a bit fucking stupid, whereas on this it's been cut nearly in half to about 300 kills for each AR, and obviously it's going to be less for other guns, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, I think the maps and stuff are bleeding. Personally, I think they play fantastic. One map that I'm not really a massive fan of is Satellite, but to be fair, I said that in the alpha, I fucking hated the map, so yeah. I don't really see a lot of camping on this game, which to me is a surprise. I expecting, you know, from the alpha and sort of from the beta, I don't really have much to say from the beta, because as I said, I haven't played it much, but I didn't really see too much camping, and I was genuinely surprised by that. You know, you get a lot of people using, you know, the little shitty shotguns, sitting in the corners and stuff like that, but surprisingly none of that, and I'm actually happy. Well, I say none of that, there might have been one or two, but it happens very rarely, and you know what, that's a step forward for the community, because we've been fucking shite last year. Now the main culprit I want to get onto now is skill-based matchmaking. Now obviously in the video that I made before, where I said will Cold War flop, and I personally said I think it will because of skill-based matchmaking. Now surprisingly to me, skill-based matchmaking doesn't seem as, like for me at least, it doesn't seem as strong as it did before. Now granted, you will get, like as usual, you might have some bad games, and then you'll have like 2-3 good games where your score per minute is just well above average, and then you'll have like a harder game next. But personally, from my own personal experience, it doesn't seem to be as punishing as before. Like, I mean, if you're trying and if like you're sort of sitting up, you don't really have to be proper try-harding to do well, and that's what I'm surprised about in this game. I haven't had to try hard to do somewhat well. I've only had a few games where I've gone negative, and to be fair, most of those games I've already spawned in when the game's halfway over. First of all, it's hard point on Nuketown, and they have about 7 choppers. Now that's what I don't like. Now one thing I actually don't like, on the speaking of skill streak, they should be skill streaks, but they're not. First of all, they're called kill streaks. They're not kill streaks, they're Scarstreaks. That's without a fact. That's without a doubt a fact. They're Scarstreaks, and the fact that literally the shittest player on the in the game can get a chopper, and then every 60 seconds that chopper can be called in, I think is ridiculous. You know, I'm pretty sure you can get a chopper a lot faster than you can get a counter UAV, or a UAV. I think it's every 90 seconds or something for the UAV, which it's either 60 or something like 60 to 90 seconds for the UAV, and I'm pretty sure a chopper can be earned quicker than that. And in my opinion, I think that's fucking ridiculous. If you're shit at the game, you do not deserve to get a good kill streak. It's as plain as that. It's just, once again, the game developers catering towards a shitter player, which in my opinion, if you're shit, you just need to get good at the game. But you know, it's now 2021. You can be shit and still get rewarded for some fucking reason, but you just can. That is one thing I would definitely change on this game, is how the Scarstreaks work, but I know that's not going to be the case. So if I was to shorten everything down and just give a yes or no answer to the question that I initially wanted answered for myself, is this game worth buying, yes or no? If you're a fan of COD, or you just like playing COD games and you haven't got this game and you want to know why you should or why you shouldn't, personally I'd say give it a go. You know, I know they did have, I believe they did have a free weekend at one point. I don't know if they might do it again, but if you're not willing to spend out, I think it's on sale for like 50 quid, maybe 60 at the moment, depending on where you are. You know, if you don't have that spirit, or you just want to, you know, try it out, I'd recommend giving it a go. Because personally, I feel like the skill-based matchmaking isn't too harsh in this game, which I think if it was or if it wasn't, that could be the make or break for it. But personally, if I was to give this, I'd probably give this game the thumbs up, and it probably is because it's Treyarch, and there's not been a single Treyarch game that I've played which I haven't really enjoyed. So yeah, that's it. I'd say a big thumbs up to whether you should play this game or not. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. You want to see more content like this and content in general, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, hope you have a good new year. Peace.